kinds of stories of the abuse of the H-1B visa.
These companies are bringing in people and paying them less than Americans would get for similar jobs. Companies are bringing in people and paying them less than Americans would get for.
Yeah, but like I said last time, it's kind of confusing. So these guys want, so they say these guys are essential, but then, so they want them to be paid less?
Similar jobs.
I'm so confident
it's contradictory.
that we could come up with some really good proposals for laws that would work so much better than the system we have right now. Nobody has ever wanted criminals to come in. Border Patrol, here in Border Patrol, we have a facility. It's a very large facility that is called the Central Processing Center. Anyone that Border Patrol apprehends is taken to the Central Processing Center. Your fingerprints are going to be matched against the FBI database, the Department of Homeland Security database, the immigration database. If you're from Mexico, if you're from El Salvador, if you're from Guatemala, it's going to be matched against their criminal databases to see if anything kicks out. Even individuals during Title 42, they would push them back into Mexico after they did the fingerprint screening on the off chance that this person has a criminal record. Of the role of...
What if you accept to wear an ankle monitor if you get in the United States? Hey, yo, the price is you wear an ankle monitor, whatever. If you get an ankle monitor and you get fingerprinted, yo, whatever, as a temporary solution. What? Push a mark? Okay.
Border Patrol is to identify criminals and keep them from entering the country. It shouldn't be the honest worker. You can't imagine how many people have crossed the 30-foot
I would do it.
And fallen and end up with all kinds of broken bones. If you survive that, I'll give you a job. It shouldn't have to be that way.
Yeah, it's hard when you have two very polarized opinions.
Yo, you wear an ankle monitor until you're hearing for your asylum seeking. You're an asylum seeker? Okay, here's the price. You wear an ankle monitor until your asylum hearing, and then if you now are asylum seeker approved, ankle monitor goes off. Don't want to? Don't want the ankle monitor then. And you don't get in. What about it? How's that not a good solution?
Seem to not be able to interact. There should be an easier process.
For 7 years? Yeah, so? Confused, what?
To obtain citizenship and be able to get your papers. I mean...
Correct. If you have a Pedro or a Jose or a Fabian or Guillermo who crosses the border and is never apprehended, and they make their way into the interior of the United States, well, we don't know anything about them. The statistics tell us that there probably is not criminality.
The one thing I think there is legitimately possibly reason to fear would be the cartels.
Correct, but I can assure you cartels are not crossing the border.
But I guess the thing is, obviously, most coyotes are in some way connected economically to the cartel infrastructure.
They're paying to access the space to cross through. You're correct.
It's unfortunate that it's making billions for the cartel. I wish there was a way that the cartel wasn't the one running the show. Do you think there's any solution around that?
We have this tendency to declare wars. The only war we should declare is the war on addiction. Every year, you and I transfer between 25 and 40 $1 billion.
I feel like the whole I think at one point, how much can you stretch an argument to where it's always cartel? Cartel is like running the world, like cartel everything. GG. Everything is GG, and it's exploding. But it's the cartel. Okay, then we're good. Then you can think about it. Moving on. Next argument. That's kind of.
In drug profits to Mexico. With that kind of money, it makes it possible for them to corrupt, and that's what makes governments become dysfunctional.
So you think without the...
At one point, can you not just blame the government? Can you not just blame the country? Like, at one point, it's like if somebody makes an accident, every single day say, yo, listen, today, just don't do that. They do it. Don't do that. They do it. And it never stops. When you're like, okay, listen, man, we've come to the conclusion that after 365 instances of you doing it, it just has to be deliberate. Sorry, sir. It has to be deliberate because it's so fucking bad. It has to be deliberate. So we take action as if you were doing it deliberately. Boom.
the American drug addiction, there wouldn't be a cartel.
We have created the Drug Enforcement Agency. The amount of people that are in our prisons right now, the amount of money that we spend, tell me that we're